and we'll call it signup.css, and we'll take this CSS, put it in here, get rid of this white space, start closing these tabs out so we don't have too much open at once. Excuse me. We don't need to have this closing style because this is going to become a link, and the rel will be style sheet, and the href will be css/signup.css. Okay, so the goal is to externalize to as much code as we can so that it's reusable. So it seems like everything here. So let's change the title. It's part of the process of setting up the template. Keep looking here. Okay, I'm gonna look at my checklist. So we added the sign up error. We also have to remember that JavaScript is case sensitive. So when we go to the JavaScript signup.js, we need to make sure that this is a capital P. Originally this was lowercase, but I fixed it. So remember that JavaScript is case sensitive. Another thing I did while you guys weren't really looking, I went into my template.java and I changed the home icon to this image of a house I found, and I really liked it, and I'll show you what it looks like. It looks a little better in a web browser. So I'll open it in Firefox, and we will wait for it to load. Come back here, and I have a little picture of a house here instead. And if somebody turned images off, I have an alt. Let's see. I have an alt of home, so it'll show the home instead. Now to get that effect, I made the home 24 pixels high, 24 pixels wide, and on the sign up, or actually it's on the template.css, I added vertical alignment top to every anchor tag that's in a navigation bar. Okay, so that's what made everything line up appropriately. So we have that alignment. So something that I would like to have is, I don't really like that this is a pure white background. So what I'm going to do is use the debugger. So I'm going to show you how to use Firebug real quick. Use this to select an element. I'm going to select this and find out what the color of the text is. So that's right here. I'm going to take that, and I will change the background, or excuse me, body background will be this color, except I'm going to make it one darker, so that'll be B8 3B3. Save it, and we'll come back here to see if it. Okay, so we'll refresh this, and it's better than a white background, and it kind of fits our theme because it matches this color a little bit, and it just brightens up your page a little bit. So we have a nicer background now. We did the day plus one. So something that's important is making sure that you import your JavaScripts in the correct order. Your jQuery and jQuery should obviously come first. Validate should come before sign up, because validate declares functions and sign up uses those functions, so that order matters. Something I don't like about the date picker is that it's so humongous. I think that's really big. So what I like to do is, for the template CSS, I will apply .date picker, because that's what this thing's class is. So we can open Firebug, select this element, and we can see that this is a that's not the UI date picker. So that's what we should be interested in, is a UI date picker. So that's what we should put here as the class. And what I'm going to do is set the font size to be 12 pixels, format that, save it, come back here, refresh, see if that helps. So it's significantly smaller. It looks like this is about the same size as this, and that's the kind of effect I was going for. So it's another thing off the checklist. And something else that would be nice is, well, we have rules for birthday. You can't be born after today's date. So what you can do is add options. So we have to go to signup.js, and when we make our date picker, we can give it options using the object notation, and we can say the max date is I guess 0D, which means most likely means today. So we'll save and check that out, see if that's right. Okay, so you see it's today now. You can't choose these days now, but you still can choose those. Some other options I like are show other months is true, select other months is true, and change year is true, change month is true. Format this, save it, come back here. So since it's a birthday, you want people to you want them to be able to change the month easily, you want them to be able to change the year easily, so they don't have to use this button to go 1 month at a time. And this will let you see other months and select those other months. So those are the options that I added. Another thing I like to do is I like to start this off as disabled. Okay, so we'll come back here, refresh it, and it'll be disabled. And I would only enable it when all the input was valid. So we'll get rid of this, close this, close that. We'll keep that open for the moment, close that. And we'll come here, and we're just going to make a utility function. Function that's just going to test all this stuff. So is all valid. So what we're going to do is we're going to get all